Hi everybody, Kaz Grant here. So this week's video, I want to talk to you all about content and content when it comes to personal branding. So as you know, I'm all about personal branding. So I'm not talking about creating business content. I'm not talking about sharing your friends and family's photos on Facebook. I'm talking about strategic personal brand content. So one of the questions that we get asked quite a lot at Quirq is kind of mostly because we hang around in like business settings. So most of these people have businesses, but it's how much personal information should you share compared to business information when you're sharing your personal brand and you own a business as well? Now, this could be quite a tricky one because it's quite a tricky one to balance, isn't it? Because we know that we need to be sharing our business and we know that we need to be asking for sales and getting clients and, you know, sharing what we do and everything like that. But it's like, how much of that do we do compared to how much rapport building and like just the building of our personal brands and sharing who we are and building our reputation do we do? So a really simple rule of thumb, so simple, this is why I just share this with the world, is the 3-to-1 ratio. So basically every 3 posts you do should be personal posts. And then the fourth one, so the last one on that, should be a business or a selling or some kind of post that you want someone to do or take an action from. So 3-to-1. So simple to remember. And also most of us have the capability to create at least 4 pieces of content a week. Especially, I've literally just done a reel on scheduling. Once you schedule your content, you can create way more than 4 a week if you set the time to intentionally focus on creating content. You know what you want to say, you've got all your messaging laid out, you know your target audience. Like, creating content, actually, once you know all of that, isn't that hard to do. But you've got to know all of that information first and get clear on all of that. And then you've got to use something like a scheduling tool. If you're posting as you go, it's going to be really, really difficult because lives get busy. We all get busy. We all get distracted. And by the time like 10, 11 o'clock at night comes, you're too exhausted to create content. You just want to go to bed and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that content. Not to mention that then you're not posting at the ideal times that your ideal audience or clients or customers are online. So you want to post at the right times. You got to schedule. So when we have scheduling, you can easily create the 4 posts a week, right? So then out of that, you need 3 personal and then 1 business. Now, what do I mean by the business one? Now, the business posts, the easiest way to think about business posts are the post where you're asking for something. You are asking for somebody to buy a product of yours. You're asking for somebody to buy your services, to join your team, to for a lead generation. Like, you're asking them, like, you know, click the link in my bio, click the link below to purchase, click the link to view my course, those are kind of buying posts and those are business posts. What happens when every single post that you churn out is a business post like that, is asking someone to buy, ask. There's a rule in life, isn't there? You've got to give to receive. The rule of reciprocity, that's it. The rule of reciprocity. You've got to give to receive. So what we want to do on our social media is we want to give a little bit, right? We want to give a little bit with ourselves, with our social media. Like, business isn't just about take anymore. And that's where people get completely disconnected to you and your messaging online. If every single post is a corporate graphic and it is selling something, like, it just becomes white noise and people put a sales resistance up. They don't even click on it anymore. You'll see the posts, there's like tumbleweed flying past them. Like, you've got no interaction on them, no one's liking them, no one's commenting on them, no one's even seeing them anymore. If you've done enough of those, the algorithm isn't going to push your content up because it's like, well, no one's watching it, why should I push it out there? Like, you're not going to get any eyes on it because you're creating the same corporate rubbish time and time again. No one was interested in the first post. Nobody's going to be interested in the 25,000th one. So the time it's taken you to create all of these posts that are getting tumbleweed and not getting any traction, like, it's really sad. Change that time, flip that time into creating some personal branding content. Humanize your content and put that out there. So then what I mean by personal is the story of you. Now, you are your business. You are also your job. You are all of the things that make you you, right? So it is going to weave into there. Like if you are talking about your journey so far and what you're passionate about, that might be like your journey through university and how you got the qualifications to now be a lawyer or something, right? And then you can talk about that. So that is talking about business, but it's not really, because it's talking about your journey. It's talking about how you got there. It's talking about why you're passionate about it. People are nosy. People want to know more about why you do what you do. People want to know why you're a lawyer if you're a lawyer. People want to know the backstory of it, what got you into it, why you're passionate about it, what gets you up every single day and drives you to that office so you do what you do, like what keeps you hooked into it. People want that kind of information. They want that juiciness, and people relate to that as well. So what you're doing with your personal content is you are being humanized. You are humanizing yourself. You are being relatable to people. You're growing your know, like, and trustability, right? So people don't buy from people that they don't know, like, or trust. So people have got to know, like, or trust you to buy from you. So if you're not building the know, like, or trust, but you're just doing the selling, buy, like, again, tumbleweed. Nobody's going to do it. No one's going to click on it. If you do the know, like, and trust bit, and then you do a bit of buy-in sprinkled in, people are going to be so comfortable with speaking to you, with hearing from you, with looking at your content, with reading your content. When you share that fourth one, it's like, oh, it is a sale, but I know it will help me, so yes, I'll buy it. I know that they're a good person, so I'll buy it. I know why they stand for that mission, what they're doing, what they're driving forward for, I want to be a part of that. I know the community that they're building through this product, this service, this business. I want to be a part of that. People are then more likely to buy your thing. So you've got to have a blend nowadays. You can't just have sales. Now it's different on a corporate page or a company page. Like obviously you can just go sales, what I offer. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it. I'd still offer value on your corporate pages, but you could be a bit more like that. People expect that from brands, but that's why people don't trust brands that much anymore, right? You've got to do a lot of humanization as a brand to grow that trust. So if you are just sharing those pictures, again, like nobody's going to really buy into what you're offering, selling, or doing as a brand. When you humanize it, when you get your employees to talk about it, when you show your teams, when you show the ethos and the ethics in your company and organizations from day to day, like people like that. People will eat that up and they will definitely be watching that more. So 3-to-1 ratio when it comes to content. Super simple, super easy. And like I said before, when you've got the scheduling, you can pop that in. Literally think of content creation as like, you know, when you go in the morning and you check your emails, like the first thing that most of us do, we check our messages, we check our emails. Has anybody contacted us for work? Blah, 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 blah. No. And then we get about doing our tasks. We'll just add that content creation to a task. 30 minutes at the start of the week. If you're doing a week's 4 posts for your week, done. Schedule it, get it in, get it out. Like if you're doing a whole month's worth of content and you're creating more than 4 posts a week, then you might need more time. You might need half a day. You might need a whole day where you just focus on content. Get it done, get it created, get it out there. I do find as well, like the more I create content and the more I'm in the flow of creating content, the more content flows out of me. So sometimes when we're blocked, I think it's because we pick up our phones, we try and create something, and then we go away and we do something else and we're distracted, and then our heads are in something else, and then we go and create something and we just can't think about it. When I sit down to create my content and I get in the zone with it, and I think about what's the subject of the week that I want to stick to, what's the message that I want to get across, who am I speaking to, who's our ideal audience, what do they want to hear, what do they like to see, like I'm in the flow of it, so I can create a post and then I can create another one and then I can create another one. So it kind of flows out a bit more. Now, some days, guys, I will step up to my computer, even if I've blocked it in, as this is what I'm doing, content creation on this day. Some days I won't be feeling it, right? And I think all of us have elements of that. Like some days if you're writing a book, there's no way every single day you'll want to write a book and your pages will flow out of you. You'll have days when pages will flow out. You'll have days where you're like, don't know what to post. If you're having that, then obviously reschedule it to another day, do other pressing tasks, And then, just remember when your last scheduled content is coming. And as long as you create it all before that point, you're okay. So scheduling the content a week before your content runs out, schedule then to do it. And then if you can't do it that day or the next day or the next day, you've got like a week to flow over. Within that week, you will get the creativity at some point, promise you. So that is my content creating tips for the week with the ratio. Get out there, get creating, stop consuming only. Like, you need to create in 2024 and beyond. So create before you consume, and then consume to your heart's content once you've done the creation part, if you want to. Or just stay off of it and have a bit of a social media break. Or engage a little bit with your audience and speak to them and message them and engage on their content for a bit. Do a mix of that and see where that takes your personal brand. So that's Kaz Grant. Keep following along, because every week I release a video explaining more. And we've also got the brand new podcast as well, which teaches you more about how to personally brand in 2024. And obviously I have an agency called Quirq. Where is it? There we go. An agency called Quirq. We help people personally brand as well. So if you watch these videos, you get overwhelmed with it all. You don't have the time to create your own content. Literally, you're busy doing your zone of genius, running your business. You don't have time to do it. Get the help from the experts. All the details of how to get help is below, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.